Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you today from Kissimmee, Florida, at a location that I wanted to get to for like the last year or so. I had a friend come out this way and mention that this existed. And being a child of the 70s and 80s, long before any of the hefty or Ziploc and cheaper storage containers that exist out there today, there was only one product that we all had in our homes, and that was Tupperware. There is a Tupperware headquarters in Kissimmee, right outside of Orlando. They have a museum that we want to go check out. A very friendly security guard came out and told me that this is not the building. Apple Maps and GPS tells everyone to come here. It's not here. Take two. He said, look for the flags. And here they are. This looks a little bit more majestic. And here we are. The Galen Olson Friendship Fountain. It's the Tupperware World Headquarters. Not quite sure where to go. Here's a little bit of the history. 1946, Earl Tupper establishes Tupper Plastics. And in 49, Brownie Wise sell Tupperware products in homes. Tupperware continues on into today. Look at this banana container. Here's some items from Brownie Wise, including one of her dresses. She made this bowl. It does not have the patented burp top. They have some interactive displays here. And some of their creations. Oh, the butter dish and salt and pepper. Safety pin caddy, pin up shampoo brush. I remember that brush, like a little soap type brush. You put your soap in there and use it. The Millionaire line, party bowl, cup, and saucer. Here are the cups. I had those growing up in the house. And these containers, who could forget that?
Millions of people
kind of like
all over the world
cheese slicer here,
products every day.
Or vegetable slicer, I guess.
Enjoying 90%
Steamer.
brand recognition with consumers.
Oh, and these pitchers. I think we still have some of that at the house today.
And the
Now,
empowering opportunity
that syrup dispenser, it's funny because if clear plastic we have at home is the cup that Luke uses to have blue milk
for over 70 years.
at Uncle Owen's house.
In 19
What if this Obi-Wan comes looking for him? He won't.
with its
Here's a
revolutionary
rice cooker.
vacuum seal to the world. But it is Brownie Wise, a successful
little video
saleswoman
display
with
here.
the direct selling company known as Stanley Home Products, who creates the innovation that puts Tupperware bowls into homes everywhere. Brownie's brilliance
Tupperware
is
parties.
in recognizing that the Tupperware seal needs to be demonstrated.
This is some awards for the sales force.
Of Tupperware home parties, leading the entire of the year.
1980s lunch kits, and I do
Throughout
remember
the
that
ensuing
fondly.
decades, the continuing evolve and adapt.
If you were making Jell-O,
In an ever-changing
you were making it
world.
with these shapes.
Starting in 2000, product offering.
Salad on the go,
In 2005, Tupperware
more
became
salad items,
Tupperware brand.
and here it is, 1983.
Tupperware brand's
That classic
operations
pitcher,
represented in over
coffee
80
cups,
countries.
and regular
It's not
cups.
just publicly true. We
I
all
never
know
saw
friends
these
in
before.
styles, cooking,
Cocktail
and
set
food. We
for
listen to our
Tupperware.
sales force to understand
Look
and
at these bowls.
and live. And
That is so
create
ridiculous.
our teams in product design and
It's like
development.
going back in time.
Tupperware manufacturing
Oven and
facilities
microwave
around
cooking.
the world produce Tupperware products to uniform is
They have tiny treasures, miniaturized
perfect path and plan to a new
items of
exciting
actual
life
products.
with Tupperware brands.
Oh, so you put your money in there and something's going to come out. You could either get A, B, or C.
Today,
This is an early Tupperware molding machine and a sampler case. And the Wonderlier bowl. Here are some items from the first Tupperware themed Jubilee. Like the Wizard of Oz. And we've got videos here of the sales Jubilees from the 60s. It's so funny how much this product was part of the fabric of America back in the 60s and 70s and early 80s. So in addition to the museum, they have a gallery here of items that you can actually purchase still. They have the That's a Bowl. Some of these items are like you remember, and some of them are a little bit more advanced. How about this classic salt and pepper shaker? This makes me miss having a little kid. Look at that mini salt and pepper shaker, perfect for tailgating. Classic bowl. So I did not purchase anything, although it was really great to go down memory lane there. Probably like many of you, I didn't really even know that Tupperware still existed until maybe you saw this video or took a social media post from one of my friends to recognize that this was still here, or this was even here, that Tupperware was still a thing. I have to imagine it was difficult for Tupperware with all of the disposable items that are out there today, like the Glads and Ziplocs and things like that. It's very cool to see so many items from my past. The next stop of the day is over by I-Drive, the former Artegon Mall. You can see some of the signage still kind of ghostly saying Artegon right here. Now there's just a few remnants of Artegon left here because the new owner is Dezerland Action Park, which is coming soon. And this gives you an idea of what's actually open here. We're gonna take a walk over and try to get a peek inside. Now there's a whole bunch of things planned as part of this Dezerland Action Park, including go-karts, arcade. One of the things that I'm most excited about is this Orlando Auto Museum, which is being relocated from the Dezerland Center in Miami. And I believe it's supposed to be in here, which was the former location of Toby Keith's I Love This bar. You can't see anything inside the windows. But there's tons of old classic cars as well as movie cars like Batmobiles, James Bond's cars. So some folks made it in for, I guess, a type of a preview. I've reached out to them. I've not heard anything back other than they're looking to open in February. I think from what I've last read, there were some permit issues. Still open over here though, Fuddruckers. And still got signage up over here for Artegon also. And all of these doors are all covered over. I believe this was the former Ron John surf shop. I'm not positive. You can see there's nothing left in there. You can see from back here, all of the signage for Artegon is still in there as well. The events board is up. The menu board is up. Funny story about this Toby Keith's location. Well, it was here for such a short period of time. We came during soft opens, did a video, and this is when the channel was first kind of starting. Ownership saw the video online, invited us out to come check it out as part of like an official type of video. And by the time we went to book our time to come back for our official video, they were out of business already. Since we've come out this way, let's take a little spin around the place. Oh, there's some bicycles out there and what appears to be maybe classic cars. And I believe this was the location of where our friend Todd's old comic shop was, Gods and Monsters. They've since relocated 2 years ago. And this is the Orlando Auto Museum, or what will be the Orlando Auto Museum. All kinds of pedal cars out here. In the front, some classic bikes. Look but don't touch. Every Saturday, classic cars cruising. And then coming soon, the Orlando Auto Museum. Got a couple of Marilyn Monroes here, and then if you look inside, you got a whole bunch of awesomeness, but nobody around. Some more pedal cars over here. I'm really anxious for this to open up. So by the way, when I did call them, they had said they were looking to open sometime in February. But I do see videos online from other folks that have been in there. If you know anybody that's in there and you're watching this, by the way, please get in touch. I'd love to be able to take a spin around. I'm very anxious to spend some time looking over the movie cars that are in there for sure. Let's continue to keep going around back though. It looks like we've got some construction stuff happening here. Oh, like a tail of a plane over there. Also the wing of a plane. Look at that. What could that be from? There's two engines, wings, some fuselage, also a boat. I believe that these are the remnants of the old Vans skate park, which is now the trampoline park. Vans skate park was great. Broke my shoulder and arm there, as well as I tore my rotator cuff. Good times. Clear around back the other side of the building. Lots of stuff just kind of in junk piles. And then we come up on the movie theater, which is still open for business here. So we've got Cinemark, and next to Cinemark we have the Putting Edge. Hilarious. And next up, as we come back around to where we almost started from, is Bass Pro Shop Johnny Morris Outdoor World. Still holding it down over here. And just beyond that, we're back up at Fuddruckers. Now when I first moved to Orlando 15 plus years ago, Artegon was just another mall, but was kind of like a thriving mall, and then it was doing badly as a mall. Just like stores that you'd see anywhere else, and kind of converted, and it's just changed hands and hands, and hopefully Dezerland Park is able to compete here. Lots of indoor stuff and alternatives for people to do outside of theme parks, especially for rainy days, but I think that's kind of like what iDrive 360 or Icon 360 was going for as well. So I'm anxious to see when this finally comes to fruition completely. And in the meantime, I'm very anxious to see the Auto Museum at least open before anything else. The volcano looks hilarious at the end of the street. Fast forward many hours later, we're at Arcade Monsters in Oviedo, Florida. I got married now. We haven't been here yet. It's a retro barcade, I guess. So we're inside Arcade Monsters. This is the first room. There's tons of retro games here. A little Street Fighter happening. Got some comics and X-Men stuff happening here, and Pops. I got candy over here, retro trading card games. WrestleMania, we'll be playing that. I got a Trooper beer. Then we got this other room with this awesome Donkey Kong overlay here. The Creature playing some games. Stuff projected on the wall. Tables to eat. It's the massive 9-in-1 duck hunt. Got some pinball. Got Mary. So it's $12.99 for a bracelet, and you can play all you want, free play the whole night. They've got food and alcohol and non-alcohol. And it's duck hunt, 9 at one time. Can you do it? Mary's like a magnet to some of these old games. Immediately to Space Invaders. Upstairs, got a tree and couches for consoles. I like it. That's the view downstairs. Dig it. Mary's playing a little Sega Star Wars trilogy. Odds of survival. Not good. Will we have fun tomorrow? No. Thanks. That's gonna do it for Arcade Monsters. Pretty fun. Yet another arcade barcade in Orlando. We've got a bunch of them now.
There's another one like right close by here too.
Yeah. Well, we're back home from a potpourri of things today. We actually have to go back out. Mary left her credit card at the arcade. It was interesting seeing the Tupperware stuff. Hopefully the Orlando Auto Museum opens up soon. And Arcade Monsters, fun place. There were a few machines that weren't working. and it seems like it's one more kind of arcade and group of other arcades all around Orlando. I did like the fact that they had a live DJ playing as well, though, so that was pretty cool. But in any event, we're going to say goodnight. Thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.